At 14:32 local time, a Ukrainian MiG-29 is climbing into contested airspace, carrying weapons it was never built to drop. Under each wing, an American GBU-62 JDAM-ER bomb, strapped to NATO ejector racks, held together by voltage regulators and electrical tape. Suddenly, a tone in the pilot's headset shifts. No more chirps, a steady warble. He's been locked by an S-400. At this range, he's got 62 seconds. Cut to jet diving through clouds, chaff exploding behind him. He pulls hard left. Radar loses him. But the chaff lights up every enemy sensor in a 100-kilometer radius. And now, an Su-35 is on his 6th beat. This was supposed to be a one-way mission. But nobody told the pilot that. This is not a standard airstrike. The mission: destroy a Russian ammunition depot near Malanka, a logistics hub fueling armored pushes toward Popros. If the stockpile survives, Russian artillery keeps pounding Ukrainian lines. But the pilot? He's flying a 1980s MiG-29, a Soviet dogfighter never meant to drop precision bombs. And yet, under each wing hangs a GBU-62 JDAM-ER, an American GPS-guided glide bomb, mounted with NATO ejector racks, modified by Ukrainian techs using whatever they could scavenge. Voltage regulators, repurposed wiring, even duct tape. Around him, one of the densest air defense environments on Earth. S-400s, Buck M3s, Tor M2s, layered systems designed to wipe fighters from the sky. And somewhere above it all, a Russian Su-35 patrol, hunting from beyond visual range. The margin for error? Measured in meters and milliseconds. This is the story of how one man, flying a jet, held together by ingenuity and grit, tried to break through that wall. And what happened when he did? His headset warbles, not the chirps of a search radar. A steady tone. The S-400 has locked him. He triggers the chaff dispenser. Tiny metallic fibers burst behind the MiG, confusing the radar, but not without consequence. Every passive sensor within 100 kilometers just lit up like it's Christmas. The radar loses him. But now, someone else has found him. From the northeast, an Su-35 patrol is vectoring him. In the 3 hours following the strike, over a dozen secondary explosions rippled across Malanka. Satellite imagery confirmed total destruction of the ammunition depot and adjacent command post. Russian comms intercepted by Ukrainian SIGINT units reported mass confusion. Elements of the 39th Guards and 110th Motor Rifle Brigade were observed repositioning, not advancing. Analysts believe the strike delayed the Popros offensive by at least 8 to 10 days. That's 10 days without heavy artillery support. 10 days for Ukrainian units to reposition, fortify, and strike back. And all of it achieved with 2 smart bombs, dropped from a 40-year-old airframe, hacked to work with Western weapons by a team of volunteers and field engineers. This wasn't just a mission. It was a message. Ukraine doesn't need parity to win. Just opportunity, ingenuity, and the will to fly anyway. This strike didn't make the front page. No dramatic headlines, no camera crews. But in a war fought as much with innovation as with weapons, this mission said more than any press release could. You don't need a stealth jet to be invisible. You don't need air superiority to strike deep. All you need is one pilot, one target, and the will to go anyway. If this kind of story interests you, real missions, real tech, real stakes, consider subscribing. Because next week we're covering the time a Ukrainian drone swarm shut down an entire Russian airbase, using $600 of hardware and one very pissed off engineer. Fade to black. Minimal music swell. Title card.